So, hello everyone. It's one of the few times I'm able to record video during the week. Just had a leg workout and it's late in the evening. I recorded a video on the weekend about the ego, but the audio was fucked up, and a respectable filmmaker, I cannot allow this basic mistake to be showed on my YouTube channel. So I decided, okay, I will say the stuff again. Mostly they are from my newsletter, which you can check on the link down below. But nonetheless, let's dive deep into the ego and how it fucks you up. In meaning, fucks you up in a sense that it prevents you to achieve more success than you are hoping for, or more success that you desire. And this realization, this deep realization came in the beginning of March. And till then, in the middle, at the end of February, I told my superior, my boss, that hey, I plan to leave the job in June. It put me in a lot of stress and thinking and doubt and fear, and I allowed myself to be in this state and these emotions, and I found out an ego crush in the sense that I was still working on the principles that were not moving me forward. And I think I spent years on just being in this loop. Literally, principles reflect the map of your life, the map you are guiding yourself to go in life, to progress in life, to achieve goals, to live by the principles you believe that will make you happy and satisfied. After so many questions and doubts, I literally came to clarity that I had developed the wrong map, or at least the wrong map was given to me. I was working on the principles that I can achieve everything alone. I am independent. By sheer hard work and persistence, I can achieve anything. I can become anything. And I should spend time on be better and better. And if I'm around people who are not that ambitious, they are not worth my time. And this was putting me in this emotional loop because I had the wrong map and I was spending so many years in it, not being able to get to the goal, to the satisfaction, I would say, or the joy we are all looking for. I was hitting a wall, an invisible wall. I was hitting this wall hard. Then I was just going back and forth and I was just getting in this loop. Hit the wall, back, a loop, hit the wall, back, a loop. And what it represents in an emotional sense that I am pretty motivated. I have a huge desire to achieve things, to try things. This is the first phase. Then I spend a lot of my actions and mental dedication and thought process towards this goal and be very obsessed. And then I get in this trap of the more I try, the less likely it will get result. I saw it happening in training, in dieting, in video editing, of course, painting when I was little. So and then after that I get into this burnout state because I was stressing myself so much, I was putting so much thought process, I was trying too much, I was putting too much effort. Some people benefit from this, but I'm not the person who benefit. I just have to put just little by little, consistently, day by day, and I'm fine. And once I'm getting into the stress, I get into this burnout, and in this burnout I want to keep going, of course, because the ego doesn't allow me. And then I say it doesn't get any better, and I get into this frustration. And after being in frustration, I get into apathy, where I just give up everything and just stop and lay down, relax, recover for 2-3 days, maybe a week, and then the loop starts to come back. And then I was doing this again and again and again. So it's desire, relentless action, frustration, apathy, and then I was just keep going on. Maybe this sounds relatable to you, but this is the way how my ego was keeping me stuck. Like, sure, I made progress through this. Like, I understood how I'm most effective. I understood how to push harder in certain situation. I learned my limits. I mean, of course, any experience is good experience if you are open to get the lessons from it. And after I told my boss that, look, I plan to leave, I start to reflect on what happened during these years since I started this engineering job. And it shocked me. The most progress I made, the most leaps and bounds of development I had was when I had humility and genuine connection with my colleagues to help them, to support them, to listen to them. And because I was humble enough, to realize, hey, I am new, I don't know anything here in this company, so I'm open to get help and offer help however I can to be useful in this company. The most huge leap of progress I had from my boss, because he also didn't had the ego get in his way, because a new project was coming. It's an engineering project, and he was looking for a small team. It was me and the other colleague. And if he had the ego, he would not choose me. Because I was new, I didn't have much experience. I mean, no experience at all. I was not familiar with basic company terminologies talking about the engineering way of doing stuff. But he was humble enough to believe that I will learn, I will get support, I can do it. And I see it as a humble way to do. I'm not sure from his side, but this is how I believe that things ran out and helped me tremendously. As I said, like, the most genuine connections I had with my colleagues. This is when I learned the most. This is when I benefited the most. And this was kind of crushing my principles that I can do everything alone. I can be independent. I can achieve everything by hard work, which is not. And then I started to reflect on my video editing journey since I started in December 2020. The people that come back to me with other projects are the people I had the genuine connection, are the people that I, despite the project being small, with small budgets, and not allowing the ego coming in the way, telling me that, oh, it's not worth my time, or it's too easy, or I will not benefit much from this. When I put this away and I put my humbleness in the front with these people, I'm getting projects from until this day. And of course, I have people who I allow the ego to come in the way, to ask more money in the front, to be a little bit arrogant, not giving back, not being genuine. I wrote a quote on Twitter. I will show it right here. And this is true in any situation, any endeavor you are pursuing. So put your ego aside, be humble, be genuine, connect with people, have this pleasing, good energy, and you'll be shocked how many opportunities you'll get thrown at you. Because if we summarize the business, it comes down to at least two people making a deal. And if you are having good energy, you are attracting people, the deal will come inevitably to you. So this is like a more kind of philosophical offline marketing. Damn, like this really actually came better than I did on Sunday. I guess I have to do more of this after training because I'm more fresh mentally. And you cannot hear much advice about how to how to put your ego down, how to make sure the ego doesn't affect your life. And there is not specific actions you can do. But the thing you can do as a practice is to raise awareness. And I have 3 things for you to implement, and these 3 things help me and are still helping me. So the thing number 1, after I had this ego crash, I was so lost. I was just so broken that I literally didn't know what to do else. And then I had enough humility to admit to myself that, hey, yes, I have the wrong map, so I don't know what else to do. I have no fucking clue. I'm not that smart as I thought. And my intuition said and gave me this thing of praying. Just pray before bed. And I just made this freestyle praying. I don't care if you don't believe in God, the universe, or Jesus Christ, I mean. And there's still like an universal intelligent force that we can connect to. And when you will start to read more books, you will see this parallel. All the religions looks to the same thing. All the yogis look to the same thing. Buddhism also goes to the same thing. Self-development books also goes to the same things. I mean, good self-development books. You have good habits. Why are you just doing good habits? Because you're putting yourself into a situation to be open to the universal energy that will flow into you. It will give you ideas. It will give you perspective, epiphanies. And praying is one of the methods. And praying is you telling loud, expressing what frustrates you, what you're happy about, what you appreciate about. And the more you do this, you're entering this meditative state, and you'll realize, you'll get epiphanies. Once you get epiphanies after expressing this, you'll understand that our human mind is limited, and you limited in terms of being conscious of things. You cannot be conscious of many things at once. And you, of course, may be missing something. And of course you're missing something. Once you understand that you cannot be aware of anything, you understand that you can make mistakes. You understand that it's okay to make mistakes. It's in human nature to do that. And the ego naturally starts to crumble down a little bit because you have enough humility to admit this while you pray and admit to God that you made some mistakes, and you get into this frustration and you don't know what to do. But as soon as you get this out, the clarity comes in. It's like verbal journaling, if we summarize it. Thing number 2 that helps me is stop judging people. And if you are a guy, girl who doesn't judge a person, you may do this unconsciously. After you practice praying or meditation, you will get more awareness. And with awareness, you can catch yourself unconsciously making a judgment about the other person. I can give the example of you're in the city, you have a walk, and you see a fat person, and you unconsciously already make the judgment that he is lazy, he's pathetic, he doesn't have motivation. It might be true, but you have to catch yourself and counteract this with compassion. And how I do this is that I tell myself, oh, but I don't know his full story. I don't know him at all. It's his body, he can do what he wants. Maybe he has a problem that I'm not aware of, so who am I to judge? Only God is allowed to judge. And this again puts me back into humility and makes me more acceptable of other people. And this gives you the freedom to be more of yourself. Because judgment kind of reinforces the aspects you hate in yourself. And this totally another video we can do. We can go very, very deep, I would say, like about this judgment stuff and how to overcome it and how it affects your life and really fucks up your life. And the thing number 3 that helps me is stop being so serious. Stop being so serious about yourself. Be more joyful, carefree. This helps you when you make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you tend to beat yourself up if you're serious. If you can laugh at yourself, if you can laugh at your weaknesses, then you can laugh at mistakes of other people. and again, ego just gets shut down. I have this tendency of when I make a stupid mistake, I don't know, like I prepare a sandwich in the kitchen and I drop it down. I say to myself, oh, stupid me, okay, it happens. How the fuck could I do this? You know? Or you just make any kinds of jokes, you know, like when you, I don't know, when you prepare a presentation and you make a grammar mistake, you just laugh it off and keep going. You know, it's not a big deal. And stop being so perfectionist, seriousness, perfectionist. Just put this away, and you just doing this process of action is enough for you to appreciate, enough for you to tap on the shoulders, because this is how you get better, by consistently doing this without ever thinking and trying to make it perfect. So these are the three things. I hope it will, I hope and it should help you. If you strive like me to have this one person business or solo company, then this is the key factors you have to develop, and then start to build good relationships with people around you, and not seeing them as clients but also as friends, or at least close people into your life. Because a business becomes enjoyable when you are working with people you like to hang out with people you resonate, and this just becomes an upward spiral of progress of ideas and upgrading your craft. So this is the end of the video. I hope you liked it. Yeah, of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm already appreciative that we are already 128 people. So thank you guys. Thank you for following along on this journey. Every time when I imagine that all of you behind this camera, I tend to think that, fuck, I have to kind of make ways to make the videos less boring and more interesting. Of course, say hi to me on Instagram, links are below. And also subscribe to Twitter. On Twitter, I'm more active. I want to develop, I keep developing my writing skills and sharing ideas in short format and concise format. And I'm posting there 3 times a day. So if you want to be more closer, follow along. And of course, subscribe to my newsletter. I'm posting there every week. And I'm getting more in depth into the topics that I feel that helps me to get forward towards 10K a month. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and see you on the next one.